everybody, and welcome back into Coca-Cola Coliseum for some more Rocket Marlies hockey action. The Marlies taking on the Laval Rocket for the first of a few times this year, as the Rocket come into town as one of the hottest teams of last year, looking to continue that this year. Rocket Marlies as well had a lot of progress, but not enough to win the Calder Cup as the pass ahead for Nylander, and we get started here tonight from Coca-Cola as it's sent behind the Rocket goal. Rocket Vs Marlies picks that up, and he'll play it up the left side. Now back to Condotta. Ahead for Simoneau. In and over the Toronto line. Lining and firing, and that just went wide. Appleby, the starting netminder here tonight. Here's Millette. That shot was blocked, and Rafai turns up ice with it for Toronto. Rafai backhands that back into the Rocket zone. The Marlies in their alternate uniforms to start the year. Normally a way to start the season for all teams. As here's Simoneau firing it just wide for Laval. Rocket Vs Marlies taking down in the corner, and the Rocket will go to the first power play of the season just 5 minutes into this opening period. It'll be Logan Shaw who heads off. So tripping the call. Rocket to the power play here. As the faceoff one back to Barron. Fires. That's blocked in front of Appleby. The Marlies can't clear. Johnstone played that back to Appleby. He'll play it for Cruikshank. Here's Villeneuve. Sent ahead for Mark Johnstone. Back down into the Rocket zone, but right back out is Stevens, and here comes Laval. Taken back by Johnstone one more time, and he'll try to feed that down the ice. It was given away. Anderson fires. That's stopped, and they score! On the rebound, it's a power play goal for Stevens, and the Rockets strike first on the new season. 5:52 into the first on the very first power play of the year for Laval. Good save by Appleby, but he's not going to get across and stop the rebound on a wide open net. Face-off coming here, so 1-0 for the visitors early. Here's Voigt. He'll try to send that in. It's knocked back out by Trudeau. Here's Stevens with it again as the goal for Laval. Picked up by Niemela. In the corner, he'll send that for Kokkonen. Here's Kokkonen up the left side. He has help. And it's Voigt going to the net, but he turned that over to Heineman. Sent ahead for Trudeau. Here's Trudeau. With speed coming down and shooting it. He scores! A knuckle puck. William Trudeau. It ricocheted off a Marley stick on the block, but had just enough on the launch angle to dip up and over the glove of Appleby, and it's 2-0 Laval here in the first. What a way to start the season here for the Laval Rocket. 2 goals in this opening period, and they've clearly looked like the better team. The Marlies look to be stunned. Here's Anderson moving in. That shot goes wide. It goes to the corner. Has it out front. Backhander blocked, and there's Rafai turning up ice. Can't get it out, though. Heineman centers. Stevens looking for the shot. Marlies take it back, and finally, here they come. Slavin has help with him going to the net. It's Sitchich, and he couldn't get the shot away. Slavin. Here's Stevens. Back to Barron. Now Heineman. Benning trying to take that back. 8 to go here in the first. 2-0 Laval. Played out by Appleby. Given away. He made the save. Benning for Logan Shaw. Here come the Marlies. And Shaw gave that away to Trudeau. Back in come the Rocket again. With numbers, and the save made by Appleby. Rafai. Up ice. There's Nylander. Here goes Alex Nylander. Off to the races. Moves in and can't get the shot. Shaw gets it away. It goes wide. Has it again. Fed in front. That missed Nylander. His stick was lifted. Penalty coming, and it's going to Toronto. Trudeau. Condotta. Here's Mailloux to the middle of the ice, and the boos coming down, and another penalty on the play. Drop back picked up. Rocket have it. They're about to have a 5-on-3, already up 2-0 here in the first. Here's Millette back. Farrell touched up. And correction, it's going to be Nylander getting both penalties, 2 on the same play, so it's a 4-minute power play, not a 5-on-3. Here comes the draw right side of the net. Taken back, controlled by the Rocket. It's Simoneau with it, played it to the front, Millette. Back to the point, that shot blocked by Cruikshank, kept in by Condotta. In front, Simoneau scores! Power play goal, and the Rocket running away. It's 3-0 here in the first. Xavier Simoneau Not the way the Toronto Marlies want to start the season, down 3-0. And they've looked anything but. They had one good chance but couldn't actually get it on the net. And that was Logan Shaw. Here's Simoneau still on the power play. Millette stopped by Appleby. Played that down in the paint. That could have been bad. And Villeneuve sent that ahead to Cruikshank. Under 2 to go here in the first. 3-0 Rocket. Here's Cruikshank. All he's got. He's stopped. And a big save made there to keep Toronto off the scoreboard, looking for their first of the season. Villeneuve takes that back. Marlies with control. It's Slavin. Here goes Slavin up the right side with speed. Peels back, moves to the middle. Now shoots, and that's blocked. Backhander stopped. And the rebound went wide by Cruikshank. Touched up, penalty coming to Laval. It'll be 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. And then the Marlies will have a power play for 11 seconds remaining here in the first. Draw one back, here's Kokanen. Fed that across to Voigt. Voigt chased it in deep, but gave that away to Trudeau. And Trudeau does get that out. Offside against Toronto, 7 seconds to go in the period. 3-0 Laval. So the face-off just outside the Rocket zone. 6 seconds left here in the first. The Rocket with a demanding 3-0 lead. Here's Norlander ahead to Stevens. That will end the first period as Appleby makes one last stop. Laval struck for 3 in that first period. Then they have a 3-0 lead here in the season opener from Toronto. Shots to goal are 9-3 Laval. Hits are 5-1 Laval, and the faceoffs 5-3 for the Rocket. 2 for 3 on the power play. Toronto having their first for 1:50 to start the second period. They're down 3-0. Welcome into period 2 of a new season for the Toronto Marlies. They're on the power play for 1:12 here as they win the faceoff and get control. It's Ty Voigt. Voigt looks ahead at Shaw. Shaw trying to feed that through the paint. Couldn't find help. Voigt has it. Looks for the backhand. Mailloux. It's kept in by Voigt. Backhander forehand stopped and Simoneau cleared. Marlies get a good look in tight, but it doesn't find its way home. Have it again though. Logan Shaw up the right side. All he's got. Shaw moves in and shoots. He's stopped by Mann. And he'll cover on that for Laval. Hasn't really been tested in this game. 2 shots here in the second, but neither one of them has been glorious. 11 seconds left in the Toronto power play, down 3-0 here in the second period. Face-off won by Trudeau, and he'll do the rest, getting it down the ice. Niemela. Marlies back to collect. It's Logan Shaw. Shaw moves in. He has a lane, and he scores! Logan Shaw gets the first of the year for Toronto. So the Marlies have their first of the season. Logan Shaw, the recipient. And Toronto's on the board early here in period 2. It's a 3-1 hockey game. Faceoff taken, one back. Rocket with control. Mailloux will bring it in here. Here's Mailloux. Centers, Millette. Knocked away by Appleby. Picked up by the Marlies. Pass finds Shaw. He already has one, and here he comes again. Logan Shaw breaking. Can't get the backhand in on goal. Picked up here by Mailloux. Trying to get out of the zone. He'll send that for Millette. Now ahead to Simoneau. Stepping by, looking for an opportunity. And the Rocket wanted another penalty, but that was good body work done by the Marlies to take the puck away. Master Simone turned that over. Here's Millette. Sent back to the point, but Quet-Bisson. He'll enter the zone. It's Simoneau. Fed to the front, Millette. His shot goes wide. Laval with a glorious chance to restore the 3-goal lead. Icing here against Toronto as we're almost halfway. 3-1 Rocket. Face-off right side of the net here. Face-offs in the game 8-4 now for Laval. Rafai ahead for Nylander. And here goes Alex Nylander. He's got wheels. Scores! It's a 1-goal game. Alex Nylander. And just like that, Toronto's within 1.
They
Alex Nylander records his first of the season, and the Toronto Marlies find themselves within one just before the halfway mark here tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Draw one back, controlled by Benning. He'll send that ahead to Voigt. His pass in on goal. It goes in the corner. Voigt chasing that down, but Trudeau's to it first. Here's Stevens. Rocket come the other way with it. It was 3-0 after one. It's now 3-2 here in the second. Picked up Rocket with a good shot away, and it's knocked out again by Appleby. Now sent ahead to Voigt. Here come the Marlies again. There's an opening. The pass finding Slavin, and it goes into the corner. Was chasing it down, but Trudeau's to it first. Banked off the boards ahead for Heineman. And here comes Heineman in for the Rocket, shooting it. The save made by Appleby. It goes behind the net. Back out front, that was taken away by Benning. Rafai to Slavin. Here go the Marlies. Josiah Slavin drops it in front. That went off the netminder, but the rebound back to Barron. Penalty coming. It's going to Toronto, tripping. Here's Stevens. Heineman touched up by Toronto. Laval back to the power play. They're 2 for 3. Marco Sincic heads to the box for Toronto. And the Rocket head to their fourth power play of the night, 2 for 3. Here's the draw taken, one back by the Rocket. Bayou. Across, shot, stopped by Appleby. Bouncer in the paint, kept in. There's another tip and a big save. And a rebound that's knocked out as well. Big save by Appleby. Another shot, they score! The Marlies could not get it out. And the Laval Rocket, on the fourth power play shot, find a way to put it in for their third power play goal of the afternoon. It's 4-2. Marlies just could not get it out, as you mentioned, too many giveaways in the paint, and they're standing around puck watching, and eventually one's going to find its way in. Here's Paquette Bisson. He'll bring it back in. Rocket up by 2 again now. Nimoa fed that for Master Simone, and now he has wheels, and he's going to break in. And man, got his glove on it before the Marlies could tap it in. 4:07 to go here in the second. 4-2 Laval. Game 2 will also take place against the Rocket, but back in Laval. So the home opener for the Laval Rocket here tonight. It's the home opener for the Toronto Marlies, and it hasn't been a good one so far. Here's Kandata, taken back by Mark Johnstone. Here's Topi Nimoa moving in. Nimoa has Torberg with him. He gave that away to Mayu. Marlies trying to keep that in. It's Johnstone. Nimoa feeds that in front and didn't get all of it. Johnstone got a little tapper in on net. And man, read that for the faceoff. 2 to go here, second period. Laval 4, Toronto 2. And one of the Rocket goals was very lucky back in that first period on a Marley stick ricochet. Here's a shot blocked, and Mayu takes that back. Here come the Rocket. They're 3 for 4 on the power play tonight. Most of their goal scoring has been on the power play as they get another. And they restore the 3-goal lead. Kandata goes to the net. At 19:26 of the second, he taps in the rebound off the left leg of Appleby, and it's 5-2. So face-off back to center ice. The Marlies have a lot of work to do. They're right back in the hole that they began the period in, down by 3. And here it's sent ahead to Stevens. Anderson to the net. Stevens stopped by Appleby. Marlies standing around, another shot, that wouldn't go. End of 2, Rocket 5, Marlies 2. Shots to go in the hockey game are 20-11 for Laval. They lead 5-2 through 40 minutes. Hits are 12-2 Laval. Faceoffs 11-7. They're 3 for 4 on the power play. Toronto 0 for 1. 5-2 after 2. Welcome into the third period here tonight. Toronto Marlies down by 3 once again, just like they started the second. They're going to have to start that way here in the third. Kandata, he'll bring it in here for Laval, drops it off. Millette kicked out, rebound. Appleby kept that out. And that definitely would have put the Marlies away tonight. Another shot handled by Appleby. The Marlies need to get it out. They're having a hard time here. Rafai gave it away. Rocket again. That's stopped by Appleby. Standing around, Simoneau, that's blocked, and the Marlies, Benning, couldn't get it on the bounce. Sent to the front, Kandata, stopped by Appleby. Marlies have it again, it's Benning. Sent ahead to Master Simone. And Benning has to get back and get it. Millette shooting, Appleby the stop. Rafai Here goes Alex Nylander up the right side. Tired, but he'll break in. Nylander a backhand. Easily stopped by Mann. Rocket Vs on the Kendata. 6 already gone here in the third period. The Marlies only have one shot, and it's an easy save. Millette centers, one-timer deflects, save made. That will be trying to find it in the paint. He does. And here goes Slavin. Up the right side boards, might be a 2-on-1. Slavin breaks, shoots, saved by Mann. Voigt behind the net, fed it out front. There's another chance. They whack away and it won't go. Picked up by the Rocket. They'll come the other way with it now and get it in deep. Kokkonen. Back to it for Toronto. He'll feed that for Niemela. Here come the Marlies. Topi Niemela. Breaking in, shooting it, save, they score! Finally! Something goes in for the Marlies again. It's Josiah Slavin, and it's 5-3. So Josiah Slavin records his first of the season, and Toronto back within 2 again. Here's the face-off. Back to center ice. Taking one back, controlled by the Marlies. Slavin to Voigt. Here come the Marlies again. Voigt with speed. Voigt centers it over, and it just rolled off the reach of Slavin. What a chance for the Marlies as they look to go back-to-back. Here's Anderson the other way. Kokkonen taking it away from him at center ice. Now brought in by Stevens. Looking for a shot. Mailloux to the front. Sijic took that back. Johnstone ahead for Niemela. And here come the Marlies. Topi Niemela breaking in. Niemela! Oh, what a save by Mann. He read that well. Here's Cruikshank to the net. Cruikshank shooting it. That was blocked. It goes to the corner. Marlies with some press here late in the third, but they turn it over, and Anderson carries it out. Kokkonen back to it. Marlies inside again. Kokkonen fed to the front. Cruikshank. And where did that go? In behind the net. Mailloux in the corner, sent back to Rocket Vs. Here's Laguerre, and here come the Rocket inside. Laguerre along the boards, fed to the front, given away to Niemela again. He was taken down, no penalty. Here's Cruikshank, moves in. Cruikshank shooting, and he just got the corner on that. And now has another look. Backhander. Stopped by Mann. He will cover on that with 1:24 to go. 5-3 Rocket. Marlies making an attempt at a comeback here. Down by 2 with 1:24 on the clock. Here's the draw. Taken one back by the Rocket. But stolen back by Master Simone. And he's stopped by Mann. What a read that was. On the inside-outside look for Toronto. Here's Villeneuve. And William Villeneuve knocked off the puck, and that, I would believe, would do it. Here's Baron. Kidney with it back. Taken by the Marlies, 17 seconds. Here's Matt Hellickson. Hellickson moves in and shoots, fanned on it. Marlies grab it back, 10 seconds left. That shot's blocked, kept in by Master Simone. Moves in and shoots, save. 3 seconds left. Logan Shaw gets it in on goal, and the save made by Mann. And the Laval Rocket hold on as they stun the Toronto Marlies in their home opener and season opener. 5-3, your final score. Toronto falls short here at home to start the year. Well, when you dig yourself a 3-0 hole in the first, more than likely you're not going to come back. And tonight that was the case for Toronto. They made it interesting at 3-2, but then gave up 2 more to fall behind by 3 once again. And the best they could do was get back within 2. That's your final score. From Coca-Cola here tonight, the Laval Rocket 5, the Toronto Marlies 3.